G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Jetty. In today's episode, we're putting in our beds, our baths and beyonds. We need to put in the bedrooms, put in the bathrooms, and beyond that, we need to put in our deep freezer. But first off, we need to talk about our last episode. We put in our Morpheus Center.
At last.
Yes, it morphs our critters from the mobile type to the meaty type. And of course, we put that in right beside our specialized kitchen. Because, well, of course you want a specialized kitchen full of chlorine, so you're guaranteed everything is absolutely germ-free. Today's episode, we need to remove the Pacu farms. They are 100% in our way, which is sort of a problem. On top of that, well, I want to do something about the flopping fish, because they're getting to me. The way they keep flopping back and forth, it's just frustrating. We also need to remove, well, basically everything right there, and hopefully go say hi to the hermit. We'll see about the hermit. I make no promises because there's a lot of little projects we need to get to. But first off, as always, we need to check the 4D printer. Our 4D space-time continuum printer offers me the only duplicate I care about, which is a doctoring, supplying, rocketeering. No, we're going to have the Slickster. Problem is, it's not warm up here for the Slickster, so you may not live long enough. Yeah, I don't have a solution for that. All right, let's start off with our research station, which says we don't have any dirt, which is true because somebody may have planted a lot of meal lice a long time ago, and we never turned it off. So it has successfully used every bit of dirt on the map, which is unfortunate because we need dirt for, well, research. The good news is we can make more dirt, but yeah, that's a later jetty problem. 100% throwing that in later jetty's ball house. We can also remove all of, well, that. We don't need any of that anymore. This ranch is entirely done. In fact, that door's entirely done. Yep, we could, oh gosh. Cancel. Deconstruct. Buildings, cool. We can remove that, like I said, and all of that, like I said, and all of those, and all of those, and all those storages, yep, and all those storages, and all those storages, and those storages, Okay, no, I hit cancel. I know I hit cancel. Yeah, because I can see there's a pipe and leaks on the floor. Remove those, and remove those, and who broke what? Okay, plug that back in. Mop. Okay, we're off to a good start. All right, yeah, we need to remove all the planter boxes. They've all got to go. All the storage has got to go. We're just a bit of a tidy up. Okay, speaking of tidying up, I also need to turn some stuff on and off. We have our old cooling loop, which is passing through, well, the left-hand side of what remains of the old base. Also, some are down here. I need to disconnect it. So we're going to plug that into there and then splice that pipe. We're going to plug that into there and splice. Come on, move again. So you're going that way. Yep, we need to splice that pipe as well to cut that off. Also, I have salt water that was going through the middle of the base. We're going to be cutting that off as well. That should remove all of that. I'll do the next floor as well. Yeah, let's do the next floor as well. Let's do that and remove that. Okay, they should cut off the cooling loop. On top of that, I have another problem, which is this hydrogen generator is about to explode, which is bad because it is hooked up to our old self-powered oxygen makers, which technically I don't need anymore. We've put in the new ones, I just haven't hooked them up. So that's the very next project we need to do. I need to remove both of those, and then we need to run some gas pipes. Priority 4, this is not important. The dupes will take some time to get this done, and that's fine. Run you through to there and you through to there. Build the dupes really quick access. Sure. Yep, that way they can get under there. And we're going to take our pipes through to, I don't actually know how far this way they go. They go to the double plants. There they go. And then they come through and they just go right through that biome. Down to about here. Yeah. Okay. This biome. We need to deal with this biome. We need to send duplicants in here. They need access. Priority 9 ladders, please. Can I get a ladder through there? Can I dig up 4 tiles? That's all granite. We're going to rip out the granite at the same time. 3 tiles, ladder in there. All that granite can go. And that's 7 tiles, so we're going to put another ladder there. That's 7 tiles. We'll put in a ladder there. With that now done, we're going to rip up that. We're going to put that through to there. We'll put in an access ladder straight. There's already some ladder there. Okay, access ladder right through there. And yeah, I want to dig out all the granite as well. That's 4 tiles up. That's 4 tiles up. They can reach all that, and they can reach all of that. Okay. As for down here, we need to grab a pipe, please. Take a pipe with me. I need to bring one pipe in here. Perfect. And the other pipe in here. This is a low priority job. Well, it was meant to be a low priority job. Construction 5. All of that. Low priority job, they'll get to it when they get to it. I want to make sure they have access, but apart from that, everything else is no rush. You know, dupes are going to get stuck. It's all high priority. Hopefully they dig themselves out. Frankly, I'm at the point where we can tell. I don't care. If a dupe happens to not live through the episode, that's bonus for me. It means slightly more performance, which I am a giant fan of at this point. Can I also put in a ladder there? All right, next thing we need to do is I need to get to this, but before I get to this, I need to start planning out, well, our beds of Baths and Beyonds. So, deconstruct. Priority 7. I wish to rip up that whole room. Plus that whole room. Yeah, everything between there and there, including those beds, needs to go. We also need to put in a ladder here, here, and here. Yep, and then can I remove that one to start with? Because I need to punch a hole in the bottom of our Pacu farm and drop everything out. Absolutely everything. We also need to... What's the quickest way to disable these? Okay. First off, I'm going to knock a hole in here. And in here. And in here. And in here. Dig, high priority, remove that as well. We need to join all these together and then let all the liquid, well, out. Yeah, out. Straight through to, well, this mess. But that's fine. I don't mind if it's in that mess. We need to... Good question, JD. All right, what do I need to remove? I need to remove... deconstruct. No. Deconstruct. Buildings. Pro 9. Can I remove all of that? Can I remove all of that? And can I remove all of that? Yes, so that should just leave us the conveyor rails to ship out any materials that happen to fall in this room, because there's going to be a lot of materials that are going to fall into this room, and I might as well ship it out. Unfortunately, it's shipping into a location where the dupes can't actually reach, which I need to rectify. I need to move that door, but we'll get to that door later. Okay, I need to give dupes access into this room with a ladder, and I think we've done enough damage that I can pop a hole right here. Yeah, of course there's an egg on the ground. All. Copy. To you and to you. You see eggs, grab them. Can I grab automation wire? Great. And then hit deconstruct and all of that as well. That critter thing can also go. Alright, so I'm going to pop a hole there. It's going to make a mess. That's fine. We're going to make a wonderful waterfall at this point, and that's the glory we're going to take with us. We're making a waterfall. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, can I mop up that and also deconstruct? Can I get those removed? Alright, so yeah, dupes are going to knock this out. It's fine. Can I do a quick... That, plus that, and conveyor rails, that, plus that, plus that, plus that. Okay, because the auto sweepers will still sweep out everything for the moment. Okay, and the door can go as well, and that's our start. Okay, I need to remove the deodorizer, that fish feeder. Yeah. No, the dupes will not be able to get through then. All right, whilst they're busy doing that, we're going to start over here. We're going to put in... let's leave that open. We're going to start to put in our first lot of bathrooms. I need the rest of that liquid to go away. Okay. All right, Mostly emptied. Okay, so let's do some quick remarking in here. Okay, so this is a cooling loop. It's our cooling loop we've planned to have come through here, which just needs to have the plumbing added. So we have... this is our cool pipe in. So it's going to come to... Go away, go away. It's going to come through here, and it's going to go through this one. This is where we're going to stop it for the moment. So, all those have to be joined together. Then it's going to come through here. It's going to go this direction, and then come around our Pacu farms back through here. Every single time it's crossed over an existing pipe, I have intentionally upgraded that existing pipe to the right material. So we've put igneous rock through all these, and that also means that those pipes need to go. That pipe needs to go. In fact, all of that pipe needs to go. Yes, all of that pipe needs to go. That needs to go. That needs to go. And that all needs to go. All right, from our Pacu farm, it's going to come over here, and then it's going to run up the side of the wall. Perfect. And then come back through scalding, of course. Back through here, around our wonderful kitchen, back through here, and then that is our exit right there. Okay, so I just need these last couple of bits of liquid to flow out, and then we can turn on our first cooling loop. Well, our first cooling loop for a new base. Unfortunately, there's many, many pipes in the way. In fact, that pipe is entirely in our way because it's built at the wrong height. So that can go as well. All right, with that done, we should be able to disconnect that, run that through to there, and if we scroll the top, we should see liquid starts coming in, which means I need to stop trying to fill this loop and disconnect that. All right, and we'll run that through there, and we're going to turn this loop on if above 20. Anything above 20 degrees, turn it on. The other loop I need to hook up is this one. This is going to be a hydrogen loop. This is going to be for our deep freezer, which I just need to, well, prime. I can prime it partially. Ideally, if I plug those two together, I could probably prime it a little bit more, but that's enough for now. Okay. That is still draining very slowly. Can I remove that? And that is not low enough for me to mop yet. Actually, I could probably mop some of that. Any liquid I mop up, it forces the critters to, well, the fish will head towards water, okay? So if I remove all this water here, this fish is going to jump over and jump through this gap intentionally. So that's what I'd like to force him to do. All right, with our first floor done, can I deconstruct buildings? Can I remove everything there? Yep, everything there. Also, we're going to get those moved out of the way and shoved over there, because that floor needs to go next. All right, power. Also, it turns out that entire thing needs to go along with that transformer. All right, we're going to do refinement. Yes, water sieve. So I want to have a couple of water sieves here to handle all our, well, toilet water. We're going to need a auto sweeper, which we're going to be putting right there. We're also going to put in a conveyor loader on one side and a receptacle on the other. Which side's which, under negotiation, we're not sure. Doesn't really matter. We're also going to, as we already have water processing right here, put in a carbon skimmer. We're going to make whatever we can out of, well, copper or gold for the decor bonus. And then my new bathroom actually goes there. So I need that going away as well. Also need to remove that. Yeah, and run my ladder through there. And the water level is dropping slowly. Yeah. Okay. All right, we need to add in some basics. So we're going to put a door here and here. And then... Can I seal that? Not quite, but getting close. All right, we're going to remove... Oh. We're going to move that, and we're going to put in a bog standard bathroom. Bog standard, yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines up with that bed, and then we'd have a sink past that. So here, I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to move over, Tom. All right. Grab our toilets, which of course we're going to make out of copper. I'd like to make them out of gold, but you know, The dupes don't deserve them that much. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then finally, a sink on the end. Okay, that's going to end the accompanying door, and then we're going to repeat the process over here. What is that plumbing? That plumbing is dead to me. Yeah, best type of plumbing. Okay, and our cooling loop is half primed. Also, that's now empty. It can go away. A lot of these have loop backs at the side in case I decide that at some stage we need to change directions or something like that. It's an open book at this stage. Okay, can I go 1, 2? All right, we need to wait for them to get that built. All right, we also need to put in our pipes. So we're going to join our two outputs together, and they're going to run, well, out to here somewhere. This is going to be our clean water. Our dirty water will come in at the top, and we need to run into both of those. You also need an input for both clean and dirty water, and we need to just plug all of these in. So that's one complete bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our second complete bathroom. Can I grab one of those? 1, 2. No, it's still a bit in the way. That goes there, and my sink then goes there with 2 doors at the end. Okay, that's our 2 complete bathrooms, done and dusted. Can I also remove... Now we've got a little bit further. Can I remove that, because we don't need it, and I can remove that. I need to keep that there for just a moment, and I can probably extend that out a little bit. Let's keep the ladder for just now. Yeah, okay. We can build floor in there because we've got that done, and the last thing we're going to need is power. We have a power line right there, so we're going to run that into there, that into there, that into there, and that into there. All right. Other thing is, because I have a bathroom right here, we're going to, every 3rd floor is the plan, put in a carbon skimmer with the idea of I'm going to pump clean oxygen in at the front and at the back, and then every 3rd floor put in a carbon skimmer to make sure, in the middle, to make sure that all the carbon dioxide from the floors above gets killed right there, which means plumbing. We need to, plumbing, put in a bridge here, which if I cut that, that should be fine. Put in a bridge there for the outgoing, and it should be a case of... You're empty already? Wow, that was quick. Okay. Like that. And of course you're going to need power, which we're going to run... I'm sort of getting partial at running all the cables through the floor. Yeah, sure. There might be a lot of future tidying up to do. But with 100 dupes, it doesn't take long for them to tidy up giant cable runs. Like, well, I need power down here still. That. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put in those every 3rd floor or so, and that should solve our carbon dioxide problem. Speaking of oxygen problems, we have more of them. I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, I couldn't work out a good way of, well, feeding atmos suits. And then Gemster over at Discord, he came in with a, this is how he's managed to do it. And it looks like a dog's breakfast, but it works. That's what matters. So if I disconnect all those from that straight pipe and then plug them in here instead, we then just need to plug this into the new system. Disconnect that. And plug that in there. So this pipe's now going to come over here. I've got a little vent here because we're having a problem with CO2 right here at the front. I'd like to force that out, so that'll solve that problem. On top of that, it's then going to come down here. And then it's going to jump over to this first green one, and then it has priority to duck underneath the other green one and go into the atmos suits. Which means I need to also, that one. Have that one run that way, and that's going to have the backup to feed those suits, because I have 10 suits right there. That's the pipe in the background. I'm only feeding 7 of these with 1 kilogram per second because this pipe never has a break in it, but I just can't get the throughput. So that was the solution, and it seems to work. So I'm going to use it because why the hell not? So with that done, that should hopefully fix up those suits. Also means that I can send the dupes in here to remove this, and all of that. and again, recover some material. Also, we're going to knock that out. This is full of igneous rock, and I'm going to put in yet another dock because, well, we still have too many dupes and not enough suits. All right, yeah, we got spare pipes. Can I actually run Mr. Spare Pipe? 1, 2, 3. You're going to come to... actually, you're going to go this way. Disconnect. No, fine. You can come down here and then in this floor, maybe. 1, 2 into there. Yeah. I need to add more gas pressure. Okay, back to deconstruct. That can go away. Those can go away. All right, we're good. All right. Because this second pipe is now doing a whole lot of backup suit production, it's going to actually just feed 2 vents. The next one will come in here and it'll feed 1, 2, and 3 vents for our next floor, and then we should be good. All right, and I also need to do the same over here. We have this one that's struggling with 2 vents. It can do 3 sort of. It can't get down to the 4th, which means more pipes. I said this episode I'd become a plumber, and well, it started. It's definitely started. Okay, that goes in there. All right. Next big project we need to get started on is I need to turn this into a freezer. Also need to put in bathroom still. So we're going to intentionally make this out of ceramic, and I want to go, crap, those 3 tiles. Yes, those 3 tiles. I want to extend that ladder all the way, actually, all the way to there out of plastic. And I need to move the Pacu, but we'll do that in a minute. I need to, well, basically fill this in with tiles. Some of them are going to be insulated, some of them are going to be normal, because I need to build a tower right here. After we... Are we free of fishies? I think we're free of fishies. All right, after we, I need to build a tower of bricks here to then put in a liquid lock, put in an atmos suit, and then get the dupes to climb up through a liquid lock in an atmos suit to then burrow it back out so I have a vacuum. So then finally, we can put our freezer right here. It's going to take a minute to get done. No, that's okay so far, isn't it? Isn't it? You're going to do 1, 2... Okay, you're not going to go any further than that. You're going to plug into... You're going to plug into there. You're going to disconnect. Okay, that's fine now. Alright, this is our hydrogen pipe, which needs to come to here. Insulated still to that pipe. Then it needs to go over to a radiant pipe out of steel... there, and then swap back to insulated and come up to here and out to there. Cool. That's going to be our cooling loop. Those literally couple of tiles right there. And we just need to deep freeze a tile. And when I say deep freeze, I should really explain that. So, in our fridges, where's our fridge? In our fridge, we have food being kept at 1 degree Celsius. Because it's in a sterile atmosphere and it's refrigerated, things are decaying a lot slower. Some of them's at like 5%, 5%, 5%, 3%, 0.06%. It varies food by food. But what you can do, and this you'll often find in the wild, is I have sleet wheat down here that's fresh at 100%, and it's frozen. Okay, it is below 10 degrees. Yes, temperature is below 10 degrees, greatly prolong the shelf life of this food. So I need to get a deep freezer that gets food down to -10, which means we need a sterile atmosphere and a very, very, very cold spot to leave food, which is going to be right here. My sterile atmosphere is going to be basically a vacuum, but that requires me to, well, build this in and get it done correctly with a tower right here that we can then vacuum. And it's much easier just to come in from the bottom through a liquid lock than it is to try and do a little drop of liquid to then make a vacuum to then... Yeah, no. No, we're just going to build a tower of, well, tiles. Can I... deconstruct. Can I remove... No. Okay, conveyor rails. Conveyor. Thank you. Can I remove all of that? Plus all of that. Plus all of that. Also deconstruct buildings. Can I remove you two? Plus you two. Plus you two, because you're actually in my way. Alright. I'm going to build the middle one first, because the middle one I can only access from, well, the middle. And then I can build the two outsides. We need to get this done, preferably as quickly as possible. Also need to mop up all this liquid, because I don't want polluted water off-gassing into my wonderful vacuum after I've made a wonderful vacuum. Okay, meanwhile, bathrooms are done. I am going to spruce up my bathrooms just a little bit. I'm going to offer the duplicates some joy in their life. They're going to have a shower. 3 of them. Plumbing. That goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there. And then a door in there. Alright, and then that is the bathrooms basically done. That doesn't need to exist. And needs to be disconnected from there. The only thing I need to do is I need to prime the system. And to do that, we are going to disconnect that and run that into there for about 5 minutes. Just to put a little bit of polluted water into it. Because each time the duplicates pee, it creates more water. So it'll self-prime itself. Yes, words. And then the last thing I need to do is I need to make sure I have overflow. Because, like I just said, it's a positive system. So I'll have excess polluted water or clean water coming out. The clean water I could turn to oxygen, but we have enough problem with too much water and oxygen currently. So we're going to remove that and remove that and remove that and start putting in the next floor, which we're going to put in some reed fiber. Because reed fiber works great for, well, getting rid of polluted water. I can build that in. I can build that in. I need to work out where my dupes need to walk up there, so you go away. That becomes the bottom, that becomes the edge. Then we have a couple of tiles. Then I need a atmos suit dock, which then needs gas. Yeah, which will then need a checkpoint eventually. And I need to bring liquid down here as well to actually make a liquid lock. Which will be... Can you dig that? It is a high priority. It'll be right where you're standing. Yeah? No. It'll be here, right? If I get all this crap mopped up. Yeah, I need to go down one more tile. Alright, no, you do need to go away. Okay, we can build in that side. We can build in those 2 tiles. We can build in that tile as well. Yeah, and then mops, please. Alright, I'll see you guys in a sec after the liquid lock's done. You know, the bathrooms are in, they're being plumbed up. We need to set you to have filtration medium, sand, and the next floor. Okay, can I put the next floor is going to go here to here. And the only thing unique about this is food. We're doing hydroponics out of copper. There, and there. And we're going to run that pipe through to there. I don't know how many tiles I need, but I'm just going to put in lots of tiles for the moment and hope that it's probably enough. Also, probably remove that so nobody crushes their head. And disconnect that, and that. And once that's mopped up, I will fix that. Yes. It's going to be bedrooms. They're going to be boring. They're not going to be too special. I'll see you after the airlock's done. Liquid lock. All right, so we've got our little vacuum and we've built a tiny itty bitty ladder so we can get up here so I can put one thing in this tile. That's all I need. Also, I've enabled the cooling loop, but unfortunately the hydrogen is still 30 odd degrees. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's been told to run if green signal above 10 degrees. So that should cool it down to about minus 24, hopefully. Yeah, and our liquid loop is, well, also running. It's coming in cool. Hopefully it's cool enough, as there's a lot of heat in here we need to drag away. Okay, now we have our vacuum. I need to find a conveyor chute. I'm going to dump that right there. Also should put in my conveyor rails themselves, which are going to be there to there. I'm not plugging that into the main line yet, because that would probably be a mistake. I don't want food in here yet. We need to cool down this area a lot, which is going to take a couple of cycles before we can actually put food in here. But I can build all the prep work and we can use fridges in the meantime. Have already put in room overlay. Put in rooms that are too big. Deconstruct. Both those. Obviously don't want crown molding there or there, because the door has to go there. Put in a bed over here instead. Yes. Have started putting in the other bedrooms. We have, well, 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. This is missing some walls and stuff, but it's easier for dupes to get in and out that side. We still have many more bedrooms to put in, but we're going to get there slowly. Right at the moment, this is the now priority. Now, actually, everything in that tile is now priority. Don't come in. Oh, if you're picking up steel to build steel, I guess that's okay. Yeah, conveyor rail and the chute. So you need another 200 kilos of steel. Go get that. Also, did make sure we put in an atmos suit, so, you know, hopefully our vacuum stays a vacuum. That goes there, that goes there. We can put a bed here and here. And crown molding priority 4 there. Yes. Yeah, slowly building out our bedrooms. Very slowly. Also, trying to move this pipe out of the way. Yep, low priority. Also trying to get in our, well, extended cooling loop right the way around the outside. It takes a while to get this stuff done. But we're getting there slowly. There's just, you know, a rail and a chute, and then the other stuff, well, priority 8. That can be built from the outside. Yeah, it's the stuff on the inside that requires the atmosphere, the vacuum, and everything else. As soon as I get a tile in there, steel tile in underneath this chute, then I can open it up. It can be fine. Might also want to extend that out a little bit more. Now we've built through to here. Finally! Alright, so next thing is metal tile out of steel. Priority now, right there. And then we play the whole game again where we wait. And done. Alright, with that done, we now have a perfect vacuum. That was the important thing, which also means deconstruct buildings 7. What can stay? That can go first, and that tile, and that tile. That should at least let us drain the water. We can also undock suit, deconstruct, deconstruct, and cool. That should clean that mess out. Now, I have a vacuum in here. Now, a vacuum is bad because it's not going to thermally transfer any temperature onto the food, which I need to fix. So we need to conveyor overlay. I need to put in a conveyor chute. I don't have a lot of tiles. We're going to put it here. And you are going to be like the highest priority because I want this done. Also want a bucket right here. And then I want to automate this process. So we're going to put in an auto sweeper right here. These are all very, very temporary. We're going to use these once. And then they're going to be gone. There to there. And actually plug it into something. Priorities 9. All about. And rail. Priority 9 as well. There to there to there. Okay. Also means we can put a floor in here finally. Yeah. And I can deconstruct everything between there and there. Also, that wall. Meh. If I get something wrong, I'll just rebuild it. Okay, I need to put. So the things that I know are permanent. I know the fridge permanently goes there. That's where you live. Granite? Yeah, granite has the decor bonus. I still need to drop the fish down one tile because they're all in the way. So we need to work that out still. I also need to... plumbing. I need to put my bridges back. We're gonna need a... I'll have to do the vent later because it's already liquid in the pipes. Okay. We're gonna have wood. What? Let's go with 2 kilos. 2 kilos. Consumable or bleach stone priority now. I need 2 kilos of bleach stone. That's it. That's all we need. 2 kilos worth of bleach stone. We're gonna put that on the rails and put it into this room. Because bleach stone off gases, and that's going to be very, very important. Can I set you to priority 1? And we want consumable or bleach stone. And I need a dupe to come put this in here. Which means super tux, fly-ins, somebody, anybody. Mop that mess. There's a mess here, there's a pipe, there's random power pack cables. Yeah. Okay, you're powered. You just need to have the conveyor rails done. And then that'll be done. Meanwhile, it is still 9 degrees. Okay, that's not too bad. We also need to put in instead of tile there, and there. Because this is going to get very cold, and I'd prefer it if it didn't leak the cold out into the rest of the rooms. Yes, being that it's going to be like minus 20 degrees. All right, so we have bleach stone. Okay, so I need to set you for bleach stone. I'm going to set you for priority 8. I'm going to set you for priority 1. That should mean auto super picks that up, drops that in there. Now, it is off-gassing constantly. So, we have 1992.4, and then as soon as it hits a tile, it can't off-gas anymore. And if we check our gas overlay, still a vacuum, still a vacuum, still a vacuum. Now it's a chlorinated atmosphere. Perfect. All right, so we now have a chlorinated atmosphere, which means you can go away, you can go away, and you can go away. So, with that done, it would now be ready to be plugged into our fridge output. The catch is, well, I don't want it plugged in yet. What I do want is I do want to move these fishies. So we're going to put in a mesh tile here. I'm going to deconstruct you super high priority. Incapacitated. Victimizer! You're not meant to be up here. It's entirely your own fault you came up here without an atmos suit. Oh, 2 of you. And Wesley. Well. Victimizer's on the way out. Wesley. Victimizer has 90 seconds. We're up. Wesley's he's way out too. Also has 90 seconds. Plenty of time. They're fine. They'll be great. Don't worry about it. Okay. They were probably coming up here because I deconstructed, well, the steel refinery we had up here. It did its job. It heated up the area. We've started pulling out a whole bunch of steam. The catch is all these keep saying not enough steam because we have a whole bunch of polluted oxygen up here. So I have put a gas pump made out of steel with a gas filter, which is filtering the steam and putting the steam hopefully over here to push the polluted oxygen over, and is occasionally going to be pumping out some very hot polluted oxygen out this vent. It'll probably be okay. Probably. Okay, so that's done. Our cooling loop is hopefully cooling. You were put in backward. You've now been fixed. Yes. Okay. Mesh tile. Great. Can somebody... No, nobody can reach it. Okay. Can I get a tile here? I need to get the Pacu out of there. I need to remove that tile and then promptly rebuild it. Like, almost instantly. That goes to there. And... plumbing. Yeah, I need to empty these pipes. Alright, build the tile. Then... you need to go away. Okay, water, be gone. Mop that up real quick. Alright, then I need to drop the fish down one tile. So they need to come sit on this tile instead, which we're going to seal in. And then I need to fill them back up with liquid so they have a less floppy time. Much less floppy time. Also, they're still turning into, well, Pacu meat. I don't think they lay eggs in their current state, which is also a problem that I'd like to fix. As for the bedrooms, do they all work out? Yes, you didn't because you're unsealed, and you didn't because, well, you're unsealed, but we'll fix that. Please, Dupes, please. It's good that you pick up the Pacu fillet, but please. I feel bad for the poor Pacu. Can I build that through to there and that through to there? And great, you're now done. All right, deconstruct that. And that means plumbing, liquid vents in that tile. Okay, automation wire from there to there with hydro sensor here at the bottom. And then we'll just add some liquid. And you know what? In fact, it's probably going to be quicker to have the dupes decon those pipes. Yep. There's a little bit of liquid. You guys will be all right. Trust me, fishy, you'll be fine. Probably. Whilst dupes just stand around doing nothing. Oh my god, that little bit of water went a long way. Matter of curiosity. Yeah. More slugs. Sure. Okay, I have no hope of clicking on that sensor. You're set to 650. That's probably enough. And paste. Okay, you're getting liquid. You'll probably be okay now. All right. I also need to put in auto sweeper, which we need to auto sweeper. We need to rotate and put here. I can't with that sensor there. All right. We're gonna remove that. I also need to run power to that tile. Power. Are you doing anything? No. Can I remove all of that power? All of that power. All of that power. All of that power, and plug you into there instead. Alright, so I need to have enough liquid in here that fishies be happy. And as soon as that's done, put an auto sweeper in here with, I want a conveyor loader in that tile, yes. Which I want to plug into that rail. And speaking of rails, that can go away and that can go away. And your job is going to be picking out eggs. Because as long as these guys sit here for the next, well, 25-ish cycles, they're going to keep dropping eggs. As long as they're, well, in water. That was about the sound of about 10 eggs just popping out. 20 eggs just popping out. Which the dupes won't even come pick up. No, they won't pick up. So I need to, I don't know how much liquid's in there. Eggs, more eggs, lots of eggs, automation wire. Yeah, I have no way of knowing. Can I get the auto super in somewhere else? No, not really. Okay, I can deconstruct you, and I can deconstruct you. Does that help me? No, sort of. I'd have to put in a temporary auto sweeper. The auto sweeper has to go in this tile so I can reach up to here. If I put you anywhere else, you can't reach. But actually, I can put you there. Oh, we're gonna put you there. Can I remove that loader and instead build it there? Can I grab that and run it to there? Can I remove that? Yeah, we were doing that. And plug my power there instead. And then we'll put the auto super across the top. My plan was to dip it in the pool of water because why not? But if I can put it there instead, that works. And that way we can just leave this dripping until it has 650 kilos or whatever. It's now got 650 kilos. Of course it does. After I go rearrange everything, it's finally full. Alright, it's fine. You're down at 20 degrees and dropping. You're coming through at 13 degrees. I can't really put a temp shift plate in here to have better thermal transfer. I just have to rely on that one metal tile. I can expand it and put down a second metal tile underneath and sort of extend out my transfer, but then I need to insulate in more, which we can do. But for right now, what I want to do is get this built. And actually it'll be whatever you're set to, right? Yeah. Copy, paste. Yeah? Okay. I assume it's full of eggs. Or maybe it's full of meat. Are you full of meat? Edible. Actually, no, it's a cooking ingredient, right? No. Edible. Seafood. Raw seafood. Cooked seafood. Pacu fillet. No? Okay. Unless I messed up the conveyor rails, which it doesn't look like, and I definitely didn't mess up the power, so I don't know. But that is you and in and done. We have, well, a couple of odd things hanging around. Like this is going to be in a very odd room here. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. That's going to be a very odd room. It'll probably end up being a bedroom. Also, well, bring that through to there. Bring my floor through to here. Bring my pole through to there. Knock out that. Build the floor through to here. This is going to be a tiny bedroom. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds, 2 bathrooms, a couple of showers, and the beyond all done in one episode. I call it a win. We also have planned out at least the very, very long plumbing run that the dupes will eventually finish. They've just got a lot of construction tasks to do. They also have to, well, technically they now need to demolish all of this. Because we're done with this. And rebuild a floor going very fine. This direction instead. For the next episode. Yup. They also probably need to move. That needs to be mopped. There's lots of things for the dupes to do. But we have bedrooms. Bedrooms. We have a miscellaneous 61 tile room, which is small enough it could be a bedroom. We have 2 bedrooms here. We have our reed fiber. We have another bedroom here that literally just needs the wall put in on it, which we might just do that for the moment. Plus they've got to get in all the crown molding. You know, we need those decor bonuses. So yeah, the dupes have a few tasks that they need to get done between the episodes, but I call this a win so far. We've done well. Right, and you're all plumbed up apart from one tile that's the wrong material, and the excess water is coming over here and feeding our reed fiber. And I have no idea how many of these plants we can run at the same time because the dupes are still using the old bathrooms as well. Hopefully by next episode I've got enough confidence we can turn off the old bathrooms, and cooling loop wise, it's still hot. But as we can see where the cool water comes in, it is cooling down bit by bit. It's just going to take a little while. And CO2 is mostly solved. Oxygen, not so much. I need to put a vent there and run that pipe into there. And also down that tile as well to the next room with another vent. Yeah. All right, I need to run. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Next episode, we need to move on to, well, mess halls, obviously. If we've got the bedrooms done, we've got the bathrooms done, we've got the all the critters done, we've got the kitchen done. Mess halls. Many mess halls. Also, we might actually get around to dealing with Mr. Hermit. We'll see. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.